Guns, dead bodies, armed robbery, these are just some of the things people are finding out in the world instead of Pokemon, with the new app that allows us to live out our fantasies of being Pokemon trainers. Pokemon Go can be filled with memorable experiences, like finding a coffin at the Holocaust Museum or using a fairy-type Pokemon to win a gym battle at the Westboro Baptist Church. But as immersive as it is to find a Ghastly at 5 p.m., the media doesn't understand Pokemon Go. And what the media doesn't understand, the media speculates and conjectures until a concoction of fear and unease is brewed for consumption by its audience. A girl found a dead body floating in a river while she was tracking down Pokemon with the app, but to hear the story told by the media, you'd think she found Pikachu standing over the body with a bloody knife. Pokemon Go is simply encouraging people to explore places they'd never otherwise go by painting them in a new light of augmented reality. What unsavory elements we may find in those places are the result of humans being humans, regardless of Pokemon Go's existence. That body still would have been there at that time, but if the girl hadn't found it, maybe it could have stealthily floated all the way out to a lake, never to be discovered. The only people who should be wary of the app are serial killers and other people who make use of dump sites that really need to step up their game now. But how about those who would take advantage of a community-based service to ambush and inflict harm on innocent civilians? Was nobody doing that before Pokemon Go? Oh, they were? There have been bad people since the dawn of man? I see no new problem then. Pedophiles use candy to lure children into vans. I don't see any exposés on the dangers of lollipops. The Pokemon world is far from a utopia in the anime and games. Criminal organizations plot world domination on a daily 30-minute basis. In his pursuit of becoming the champion, Ash spends about half his time with Pikachu and the other half chasing after Pikachu. There's some adversity at play here. Whoever said catching them all would be easy. It's the same in the real world. There's just real stakes to be mindful of, none of which are inherently created by Pokemon Go itself, instead by other people seeking to exploit it, members of our own little Team Rocket. Is Pokemon Go dangerous? Nope. Are people dangerous? Always have been, always will be. But it's not just people who don't understand Pokemon Go that are ruining it for everyone. Users have found ways to be obnoxious too. Here's an idea. Don't trespass. I don't ever want to see someone with their phone out in my backyard. I don't get the urge to be friendly and cooperative like, ooh, what Pokemon are you after? I get the urge to call the police, like others have done, and have an officer in his Growlithe chase you the hell away. This isn't like the games where you're supposed to run up and talk to every NPC you find. Whenever I see other people walking around with their phones, I pray to Lord Helix nobody asks me what I've seen in the area. I don't want to help you. I'm armed with a stun gun and paranoia. Move along, please. It sucks because the best places to find Pokemon are now the worst places to look for Pokemon. Seriously, the worst problem with Pokemon Go is everyone else. I'm not trying to follow 3 kids on bicycles to the local watering hole to look for what a 13-year-old just called a pollywog. Kill yourself. So let's talk about lawsuits. So far, I've yet to hear of any, but I just know they're coming the first time some dumbass falls off a bridge or tries to catch a jinx in a bad neighborhood. Dear parents, it's not Nintendo's fault your kid is fucking stupid. If Pokemon Go didn't contribute to his demise, chasing a butterfly off a cliff would have. I'm sorry evolution failed him, but Niantic isn't paying for his funeral. Just take it out of his college fund. It's not like he needs that anymore. To sum up, you're going to hear a lot about Pokemon Go in the coming future, and most of the coverage from non-gaming outlets is going to be cautionary and fear-mongering. Just use your brain, and don't be stupid, and you'll be fine. Also, start hoarding rare Pokemon and items early on, because once the trade system is implemented for this society of purses and wallets, you're going to have a fucking empire to run.